Happy Friday, everyone. It is Friday, so you know what that means. It is time for you and I for a watch along for AEW Rampage. Are you excited? I'm excited. We got a lot going on today. Let's go through the card really quick here and get a rundown of what we got. We got a lot here. Adam Cole versus Evil Uno. Let me know your thoughts about Adam Cole, especially over that lost Orange Cassidy. We got that going on. Ricky Starks versus Jay Lethal. I'm excited for this one. This might be match of the night for the FTW Championship. Even like Jay Lethal said, it's worth nothing really. TNT Championship on the line. Sammy Guevara versus Isaiah Cassidy. And Mercedes Martinez versus Thunder Rosa. They've been building this one for weeks. We get it tonight. I hope you're excited because I'm excited. And now it is time as Fast Five, or one of the fast end here on TNT. Appreciate you watching live. We got a lot going on. I want your comments throughout the whole show. I want to know what you thought about it, because during the commercial breaks, we're going to do some news and rumors. And then we're going to find out what Shane McMahon's next step will be. We're going to figure it out. We're going to have a lot of fun. He's got a lot of places he could go. This federation, that company, here and there. So we're going to figure that out during the commercial breaks. And I want your thoughts on where Shane McMahon can go now that he's been released and fired by Papa. So here we go. There's some volume. Rampage is starting up right now. Again, hit the comments. I want to know your thoughts on what's going on tonight on Rampage. Thank you again for joining the stream. Please hit like, subscribe, share, bring your friends into the family. We want you to be a part of us and for us to grow even bigger because of you. Here we go. Let me know in the chats what you're looking forward to. Let me know in the chats, too, how disappointing that Royal Rumble was. Yowza. This is a pre-taped one. Again, I don't think, judging from the schedule, we get another live Rampage for the next 2 months at least. You know what that means, Excalibur. Chicago, Illinois. Let me know what you think about that. If you're from Chicago, let me know. I used to live there. Love that town so much. Adam Cole, baby, kicking it off here. Let's go. Adam Cole, Evil Uno. I don't know how much of a barn burner this is going to be, but this is our first match. It's kicking it off. Of course, Adam Cole kicks off Rampage with his Roman Reigns-like length entrance. Yes, he is. In the chats already. Carnage Rage. I knew MJF was going to win, but I thought Kenta was going to come out and help him win. You know, hit CM Punk with a crutch. I don't know. I think it's too soon for Kenta. I don't think Kenta's going to be back for a while. I don't know. I'd like to see it. I just think it's going to take some time. The match was good. I just thought it was too long. I like the match. I like the ending a lot. I think the match was about 10, 15 minutes too long. Punk was a little winded during that. I didn't hate the match. It was just, there it is. The boom. The match kind of exposed Punk's cardio routine, so. Is Evil Uno out there already? Baby. Carnage Rage. I don't think Wardlow will be in the Pinnacle for very long. I don't think so either. They're building it. They've been building it for a while, so who knows? Evil Uno already out there. Looks like he's had enough of the Pinnacle. So have I. Taz pumped up because the FTW title will be defended. Oh, his baby, his title will be defended. Taz on the mic. Is Jericho on? I hope he's not. Again, during the commercial breaks, we are going to find out where Shane McMahon's next move is going to be. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. Let me know your thoughts on that. We're going to hit that up in news and rumors. What a messy situation. Thunder Rosa versus Mercedes Martinez. I'm excited for that one. These two can go. These two know the ring so well. That could be a real good match. Either that or the Jay Lethal match. I'm excited for either one. One of those two has got to be match of the night. No disrespect to Evil Uno, but they always do that move. It's either Dark Order or the Elite who always do the hand, the leg to the ref move. It's clever once every 5 years. Evil Uno can go though. I mean, no disrespect to him. It's just he just looks like a side character for the Ninja Turtles to tackle. You know, you get like Baxter Stockman, then you go through Casey Jones, then you go through Evil Uno, then you go through Bebop and Rocksteady. Here's what happened if CM Punk won the FTW title. She would probably spit on it, and he'd probably throw it like Naito because he doesn't give a damn about that belt. I don't know who gives a damn about that belt. The FTW belt. It worked in ECW, but it worked for that storyline. You can't. I don't know. Adam Cole getting some energy going. Taz and Excalibur are so good on the mic. I don't understand why Mark Henry is not out there. I know he does the main event spot, but Jericho's fucking terrible. Jericho is very, very awful at a lot of what he does. Absolute Ricky Starks in a match tonight. That's why we don't get him on commentary. Excalibur calling it already. That is it. All right. That is it. That is the first match already. We are 5 minutes into it, and 4 of it was Adam Cole's entrance. That's fine. He needs this build up. They're going to probably do him versus Hangman Adam Page. He'll probably go through Dark Order members, and it's going to look a lot like another feud that just happened. What do you got to say, Adam Cole, baby? Frankie Kazarian. Who are we calling out? It's calling a lot of people from Dark. Oh, he's going to throw any face. See, I don't watch Dark. Adam Cole, baby. They're going to play that up. Who's do you think they play it more? Adam Cole's undefeated streak or Jade Cargill's Goldberg streak? And if you're watching SmackDown, I've heard rumors that he's going to be on SmackDown tonight. What exists, baby? Oh. Ruthless aggression, Adam Cole. Well, yeah, stop hanging around Cutler. Carnage Rage. You know, if I won the FTW Championship, I treated it like Naito treated the Intercontinental title. Throw it against the steel steps. Hey, Taz, I think that's dust on your belts. That'd be fun. Naito that FTW belt up. Adam Cole. It's like they're starting another storyline with Adam Cole when he's already got 3 going right now. Adam Cole is the guy. I'm fine with him starting something with Hangman. It just better lead to more of the storytelling with the Elite and with the Undisputed members. I mean, that should be like the trigger for that storyline to happen. I don't think I'll wait for Kenny to come back. You know what you want, the FTW title. At the end of the day, they crave certainty. And there's one thing that is certain. Promo longer than the match. Sorry, Evil Uno. I will become the AEW World Champion. There it is. He laid it out on the line. He wants the AEW belt, and it is all about that. Boom! Adam Cole. All right. He's got storylines left and right here. He's got storylines that are unfinished with Jungle Boy. He's got storylines that are unfinished with Orange Cassidy. He's got storylines unfinished with tag teams. There she is, money.
Just to see my
calling us slobs.
Very recently, for Jade's first title defense, we got to see her become 25-0. And then for her second defense, we got to see her become 26-0.
Yep.
And very soon, we are going to see her become
Pawn that FTW belt. We'll see what he can get on Pawn Stars for it.
green like money. So the next question is, who's next on my show? That bitch show.
On that bitch show. Pawn that bitch on that bitch show. Sammy Guevara is out next. We're just hopping into these matches here. It was rumored that Tony Khan has something to say tonight. I don't know if he's still going to do something, a package thrown in there, because, again, this is pre-tape from Wednesday night. He's coming out with both belts. Why not? You want them both. Come on out with them both. Get cocky. Sammy Guevara. Isaiah Cassidy. He'll probably come out during a commercial break, I'm sure. They're picture in picture. Who cares about the Inner Circle meeting on Dynamite? What the crap? Where's Jake Hager? What's he doing? Anyone know? Is he like UFC fighting or anything like that right now? Maybe he's just home kicking it. Matt Hardy, I gotta say, Matt Hardy needs Jeff Hardy in AEW. His stock is so low. Small money Matt. AHFO. Too much. Carnage hopes to God that they don't hire Shane McMahon, because that would kill AEW, just like Vince Russo killed WCW. Ooh, we'll talk about that at the commercial break, because people are supposedly wanting to warn AEW about his ego. If you're in WWE, why warn them? Just send them on over there, have them ruin it for them. But Jericho, again, putting himself over. Always talks about himself first and then kind of peppers in a little something about the person he's talking about. Jericho is the worst. Aubrey Edwards is the ref. Sammy's still a little taped up. I mean, that was one hell of a ladder match. I mean, I'd probably be taped up for 6 months. Who do you got on this one? I mean, it's obviously got to be Sammy Guevara. They're not going to take the belt off him this quick after getting it again. I think it's more to plant the seeds. It looks like they're trying to put some tension between Private Party themselves, and also maybe start the going away from Matt Hardy, because once Jeff comes, I think that's why he sold half his stock or whatever it was to Andrade, because that thing's done once Jeff comes. I don't get what Jim Cornette's problem is with Danny Garcia. I think he's a good damn technical wrestler, which is something Cornette likes. I think he has a Vince issue where if he doesn't like their face, he doesn't like them. Daniel Garcia is put with 2.0, obviously, to help put Daniel Garcia over and give him more mic time with two more wacky, loud people. So I'm fine with Daniel Garcia. He does need to work on some kind of personality. Yeah, he's good if you're like us, a wrestling fan. So you get what he's about. People like Cornette are stuck in the ages where if they don't look exactly like a big main event star, they're not worth a food stamp to them. Sammy Guevara. Sammy Guevara. Kissing ya. Who loves ya? Baby. Sammy Guevara does. We haven't had one commercial break yet. I guess they don't want us to find out where Shane McMahon is going next. We're going to have some fun with that. If you are going to watch WWE programming this week, it is going to be on Sci-Fi due to the Olympics. Yeah, less commercial breaks, but it's still Raw, so it still sucks. He calls Orange Cassidy Little Darling's pocket. He calls Orange Cassidy Little Darling's pockets. You know, Cornette has so many people that follow him and like subscribe to what he says. I don't get it. He's sour grapes. And when AEW is nice to him, he's nice about everything and says everyone's great. And then he goes back to being a crotchety old man. All right, 90 seconds, picture in picture. let's get going here. And let me know your thoughts as we move along here. And again, if you're not watching live, leave comments. I do check them and I do answer every single one of them. Let's just talk about it. You got fired by your dad. So we're going to do news and rumors during this commercial break here. You got fired by your dad because you were being too much of a big shot backstage at the Royal Rumble, trying to overbook yourself, trying to make other people have less spots than you, making yourself wanting to go over and be one-on-one with Brock at some point. Everything is just so messy about Shane McMahon backstage. It's just very bizarre because a lot of people have said that they love working with Shane. So this is just kind of out of character. And Vince had no choice but to let him go. Very odd stuff here. We're going to talk more about it tomorrow on the show with Eric and Knock, but this, you got fired by your dad. What kind of Christmas and holidays do you have? Like you busted up your son-in-law's organization and you took away everything that he had and all of his friends and you ruined it. And now you fired your own son. This is so messy. I cannot believe this is the family. I just cannot believe it. But again, during the break, we're going to figure out Shane McMahon's next move. So get those wheels turning. I want your thoughts on where Shane McMahon can go next. Carnage thinks, I think Shane was the reason Okada wasn't in the Rumble. Could be. Who knows? This is what a trash Rumble. All right, next up, AEW here. They putting out a CD, Who We Are. It's a celebration of excellence, volume 1. So hopefully they keep this going. It is all of their black wrestlers here. I might be missing some on this picture, but I don't know. I think it's all of them. They each have songs with other people on this album. It is out now. It's their stories going along, not just through wrestling, but some life points as well. It's going to be really interesting to see some of these stories play out through music. So I'm excited to give this a listen. So it is out now. Find it wherever music is sold or streamed or downloaded. Who We Are, out now. AEW putting out a nice effort here for Black History Month. All right. Killa Kate is joining Terminus. There are a lot of people joining Terminus part 2 that is happening this month. I'm excited for it. We are back to the action, so I'll get back to it. But I'll finish up news and rumors really quick. Let me know your thoughts on this. Here in Los Angeles, we are here in Hollywood right now. There's going to be pop-up shops here. There's going to be 2 of them. One of them is about a mile down or so from where I am. You get these shirts, these exclusive Los Angeles shirts at this pop-up. So that is it. I'm not going to walk down the street and pay $30 for a WWE product shirt. And Nyla Rose, if you watched her match with AEW, she picked up a fun little improv thing that she did. She picked up Ruby Soho's air guitar that she was playing on her way to the ring. And during the match, she smashed it over Ruby's back. She's now selling the air guitar on eBay. Funny stuff. Oh, someone's coming out. Someone is coming out. Yep, Andrade's music. This is odd. Almost burying Isaiah with this. I don't get this, the point of doing this. Jericho, just shut up. I'm trying to be a tough guy. I know he's your inner circle pal, but nice move by Isaiah Cassidy. Nice backstabber. All right. Obviously going to be 2 combo. Very weird that Andrade came out. Let me know your thoughts on why he's out there. Andrade arguing with Matt for absolutely no reason. This stable is the dumbest thing going right now. I absolutely hate this stable. Your business partners are like arguing during a match, and your match is something that is supposed to enhance your product and make you profitable. So why are you doing this during this? This makes no sense in storytelling. Matt Hardy needs Jeff so bad. Oh, Matt in Knox a big TNA guy. I'll say this. Matt Hardy was far better. I think he's at his best in TNA. Yeah, so it is reported that Keith Lee is going to be making his way to AEW. They've been talking. It is in the works. And supposedly, according to, WON, WOC, I can't remember. One of those wrestling outlets, they say he is already signed. So he just went free with a bunch of other people, like, was it Wednesday? So it is possible. So Keith Lee can come in, fight Cody Rhodes, and then go to Dark. We know the drill by now. Hopefully they push him. Nice. Nope. Hardy going up onto the... This is so messy. They don't know what they're doing. Decent match that doesn't need this sideshow stuff. Let me know your thoughts on Keith Lee. You excited for him to be in AEW? I think him and Mia Yim should come in as a couple, like a power couple, an it couple. Mia Yim back on Twitch. So if you enjoyed her work before, she is back on Twitch. Nice height. Nice height from Sammy Guevara on that. Cutter. He's got that move down. Nope. Kick out. Again, Tony Khan is supposed to have some kind of announcement tonight. It was just released today that it was going to be on here, but every time they say Tony Khan is going to say something on Rampage, he never says anything on Rampage. There, just put your finger on him. Put your finger on his butt right there. 1, 2, 3. That is it. Another loss for one of the worst stables in wrestling. Better stables in wrestling. Contra. Better stables in wrestling. The Without Honor people in Impact. Better stables in wrestling. Obviously, the New Day. You guys think Big E going back to the New Day on SmackDown is kind of him being done with the singles push? I think it's a pause button for it. I don't think it's going to be done. Understand when he has 2 belts. It should be 1. It should be, but I think he's going to come out with 2 for a while until they just make the 1 belt. It's more cockiness to say, I beat Cody Rhodes. Jericho, sit the fuck down. Now Darby Allin's coming down. Of course, they want him part of their organization. Andrade wants the handshake. Who would want to be recruited to the AHFO, HOF, whatever it is? I get Darby some TV time. I'd like to see Darby versus Andrade. I'd take that. This could also build even more to a match at some point. Him pissing off. He wants his belt back. Him pissing off Matt enough to where when Jeff comes in, we get the Jeff. And Darby Allin, life is so tough. Oh, I love Hot Topic and Bleach. Darby Allin versus Sammy Guevara. The tease is there. Where do you guys think that should happen? Again, a few other storylines happening with Sammy Guevara.
This new sensation known as Hook and AEW. Hook's always been
Are you talking shit about Hook?
people on their heads, not relinquishing the choke with a match is over.
Someone from the factory is talking. I don't know who. Oh, it's fucking Quiet Time Marshall. Quiet Time Marshall. Just, you're about to get your ass kicked. Oh, a surprise student that no one's ever seen before. Who could Quiet Time Marshall be bringing in? How are we going to like those apples? You know what? Let's get down to it. Shane McMahon has been fired by his dad. He's been let go, as they say, from WWE. Where does he go? Where do you guys want to see Shane McMahon? We're going to run down some options for Shane McMahon. Obviously, you got all these federations right here that he could go to. Let's run them down here. Shane McMahon. Everyone is doing this right now. Shane McMahon is all elite. Do you think this is going to be the ultimate goal for wrestling fans, is to see him in all elite wrestling? I think it'd be something special, but I mean, that is like a slap in the face. I honestly hope it happens because Vince deserves that. But Shane McMahon in all elite wrestling. Let me know your thoughts on that. Let me know your thoughts on what he could do in there. Do you think he could be someone who is like running things? He could have his own stable. He could do a stable of ex-WWE guys, which I guess I don't really want to see. Yeah, he could do a lot in all elite wrestling. Shane McMahon. Also, too, just for fun, in the chats, in the comments section, leave me a comment on and anything that you think he could do outside of wrestling too, because that's what we're going to do throughout a lot of this too. So we're going to have some fun. Impact. He could go to Impact as well. So Impact would be a fun one for me, in my opinion, just because it's the company that Vince didn't worry about. And then Hogan and Bischoff and all of them kind of ruined anyways. So he didn't really need to worry about. But this will be fun. He could do a lot in Impact. And there he'd have his like creative say, I guess, what he wanted in the Rumble. So he could go to Impact. That could be fun. He could join an Olympic running team. The Olympics are going on right now. As you can see by the picture, he can't hang with these fellas. Maybe the Olympics aren't the best choice for Shane. Shane gets gassed and winded very early on in the match. He starts sweating after he walks down to the ring. Maybe it's too much clothing. Maybe the custom Jordans are just too tight for him. But Shane McMahon in the Olympics, yeah, maybe that's not the best idea. Maybe Shane could be on my favorite show, Below Deck. That airs Mondays on Bravo. It just ended. So we have to get him on another season, but he could be a replacement for Captain Lee. He could be the next captain, do a little online schooling, get some kind of license or degree to be a captain on Below Deck. He'd be great. He'd be great with the drama and everything else. I would love Shane McMahon on Below Deck. Shane could be on the Book of Boba Fett. He could be on next season. Anyone you think Shane could play in the Book of Boba Fett? Anyone in the Star Wars universe that Shane McMahon could pull off? I think he could. I think he could be on there. I am not all caught up. I have one episode yet to watch this week, so no spoilers, please. Here's a good one. What if he goes to MLW? What if he takes the role of Cesar Duran? What if there's both of them in there feuding with different factions on who's going to run it? I like this idea mostly because I came up with it and I'm a genius. Lenny Poffo, that shit. But think about it. They just had the lawsuit with MLW. This is all after the fact that they wanted to purchase MLW and have them be more of a developmental thing. Shane McMahon and MLW could really piss off the brass in WWE. I would love to see it. Let me know what you think. If you are an MLW watcher, Shane McMahon showing up there, man, he could do Azteca stuff. Excuse me, Durant could do Azteca stuff. He could work on Fusion. The two companies could butt heads. Oh, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in the chat, where you think Shane could go. Again, we're having fun with this. So anywhere and everywhere, we're back. Chris Statlander, sad.
See, I've been observing Layla lately, and we all know she has this amateur background. But this here is
Keep in mind, she's an alien.
she should start acting like a professional.
Nice chair shot, Layla Hirsch. Good for you, Statlander, for taking it like a champ. Layla Hirsch, man. That was good. Knocked the garbage gimmick right out of her. You know, they should have AEW Zero Limits Championship, basically like the X Division Championship. I'd like to see it. Women's match up now. Mercedes Martinez versus Thunder Rosa. Let me know who you got. These women are phenomenal. I do believe Thunder Rosa will go over because Mercedes Martinez might just want to be used as someone backstage to help people grow and to put people over on screen. The song is kind of like her NXT theme with the revolver click in the beginning. Let me know your thoughts on it. Here we go. Thunder Rosa coming out right now. They've been teasing this for a couple weeks now with the packages, so good enough, Bill. Thunder Rosa looking pissed. Taz summing it up perfectly. Both women got an entrance. Good on you, AEW. Good on you. Look at the selling that they're both doing. It is just phenomenal work. Speed, the pacing already starting off quick. You think Thunder Rosa is the one who's going to take it off Britt? I don't see anyone else doing it. Rumors going around too about Ruby Soho not being too happy about her role in AEW. She, I guess, this is a rumor. Whatever. Someone's just saying that Ruby Soho isn't happy with being someone to put over Jade Cargill and Britt Baker. Loss on Dynamite this week too. Carnage. Maybe tonight you'll see Samoa Joe because Ricky Starks for Jay Lethal references distracted. A referee's distracted, checking up on Ricky Starks. Samoa Joe out of nowhere puts Lethal in the coquina clutch. Carnage Rage, that is beautiful booking. But I think we would have heard online by now that Samoa Joe made an appearance on Wednesday night. Beautiful booking, though. I would love to see that. It's going to happen. If it doesn't happen, it's going to happen. If any appearances happen for the next 2 months, go to AEW, check out their where they're going to be for the next 2 months. Everything's taped the same night as Dynamite, except for Rampage, the night before Revolution. Good booking, though, Carnage. New shirt from AEW. They have a partnership. No, Jericho. Second time she was in that Casino Battle Royal. Duh. Fact check. Jericho. Just let Taz and Excalibur take the show away. Again, let me know your thoughts in the chat here where Shane McMahon should go. Thank you again for streaming and checking this out. Please hit the subscribe button. Help us grow. We appreciate it. Tomorrow, check out the show, 4 p.m. Pacific time. Me, Eric, and Knock will be talking about everything the week in wrestling, news and rumors, and of course, Shane O'Mac. And Eric has a special segment with the Nyla Rose Renee Paquette interview. So, something to look forward to. Something Nyla Rose related to look forward to. Excuse me, Nia Jax. All right, we're going to picture in picture. Let's go back to it. Where should Shane McMahon go? The MLW stuff, I'd like to see that. Shane McMahon, this fits him perfectly. Why doesn't he go on Succession? I mean, Vince could even go on there as well, too. Basically, that's your family right there. Your family is Succession. So there you have it. Season 4 of Succession is the McMahons. Honestly, this storyline with them, with Triple H, with everything that goes on in their family, that could be a television show in itself. I would love for some kind of story to come out. There are people making a book on the history of WWE, and WWE has carte blanche, has given them carte blanche to interview anyone and everyone about it. Is the people who, if you look it up, there's a book called I Want My MTV. I have it it's on my bookshelf over there. But I Want My MTV. Those people are writing a WWE book in the same vein as that. So check that out. Shane McMahon, where else? Shane McMahon could show up at Terminus. I'd love to see this. Go to a nice small starting out company like this. It's not big enough to piss off daddy, so you can't go back at some point, which we all know Shane McMahon will, because a big return after something like this happens is going to be money. But Terminus would be a nice one to show up at. Give some rub to some independent guys. I'd like to see him at Terminus. He probably won't go, but I'd like to see it. Shane McMahon could show up in the Eternals. He could be one of the next Eternals. I haven't watched this movie yet. I will get around to it, but who knows? Shane McMahon could be one of the Eternals. He could join the team. From what I hear, the Eternals is about as good as an episode of Raw, but then again, I haven't gotten around to it yet. Carnage, let me know. Shane in the G1 Climax. Who would he face? What would he do? Is it even worth talking about? I don't think he'll leave the country for wrestling. This is obviously like way out of left field fantasy booking for any wrestling fan, but Shane in the G1 Climax. Carnage, I think Shane should go to MLW because of the lawsuit that happening between them and WWE right now. Carnage, I agree 100%. He should do that. That'll piss off Papa Vince. Yes, it would. Anything that pisses off Papa Vince will make us happy. So go to MLW. He will not go to G1 Climax. I know that for sure, but it's fun. Fun to talk about. Where can Shane go? Maybe Shane should show up on The Boys. I know The Boys has an animated series that is coming out with a stacked voice cast, but I don't think that's up his alley. I think he wants to be in front of the camera. He wants the limelight. He wants the big spotlight. He wanted a WrestleMania championship match. Why? Because absolutely no fucking reason. But The Boys, he'd be a good villain on The Boys. He's almost like Homelander in a way. I wouldn't have him with this group of people in the boys, but I would have him as one of the anti-hero heroes in the boys. That's what I would do with Shane O'Mac. Let's get one more in there. Whoopi Goldberg is going to be absent from The View for a while. Maybe Shane O'Mac could fill in right there, and he could be on The View for a while. Shane O'Mac giving his 2 cents on everything on The View. He could do it. It's a different network, different exposure for him. Who knows? Let me know in the comments where you think Shane O'Mac should go. We are back to the action right now on Rampage. Mercedes Martinez versus Thunder Rosa. Both women on the mid-belt. Turnbuckle. Excuse me. Nice move. Nice move. Again, good selling by both women. 2 count. Mercedes has been in the game for I don't know how long, but she is very smooth in the ring. She knows what she can and cannot do, and she knows what she can do to make the other person look better. I think this is why her role in AEW is going to be what she wanted and expected it to be in NXT. Thunder Rosa, the hardest working person in wrestling. She's got her division. She's here in AEW. She's got so much going on outside and inside the ring. You lost your shit when Mickie James came out to Hardcore Country at the Rumble. Boy, did we as well. That was so cool to see. That was one of the biggest moments I think we'll see this year in wrestling. It means a lot for not just Mickie James coming back to the Rumble, but the fact that she came back after being on her own, doing things like Empower, doing things like capturing that Knockouts belt, coming to the ring with the Knockouts belt and Hardcore Country, the song that she wrote and sings. Like that's a huge deal. It really is. I know it's not like it used to be where people wouldn't be allowed to do that because they had DVD rights and all this stuff where people who created the songs and all that and having the TNA stuff on there. Oh, a pipe to Thunder Rosa. That is the match. This feud is going to continue. I was going to say this feud's a little too big for Rampage. I'm against Rampage. I love Rampage because I'm here with you. Jericho, shut up. Look at that Wolfpack shirt in the background. Anyways, Mickie James coming out to Hardcore Country. You got streaming now. That is not an issue with music and distribution of DVDs and VHSs and Blu-rays because WWE stopped making those. So. Got Doc Sampson. Was the ramp red on Dynamite, or is that something that they're trying to make Rampage look different? I'm excited. I know it's a DQ. Nothing to really be excited about, but we can get a really great match from them at Revolution. It's only, like 3 weeks away? 4 weeks? We're going on here. Serena Deeb package. The wolf inside. She's starting to create a character for herself. I mean, she can do whatever she wants. I absolutely love what she does, but yeah, looks like it. Wolf. She's already in the back, ready for, pre-taped Rampage.
I told everyone from the beginning that I was here to take Thunder Rosa out by any means necessary.
All right, that lead pipe is going to be joining her at ringside, looks like for the foreseeable future. Britt Baker once again not in the ring.
Look, I know Mark Sterling handed you the check, but you better remember who signed it. Dr. Britt Baker, DND.
All right, Britt Baker brought her in.
That I did my job. You told me to take Thunder Rosa out, and that is exactly
This is it right here.
what I did. Okay, sure. You softened her up. Now finish the job.
So this is it. This is what we're going to get, either Revolution or sometime around Revolution. The match between Mercedes and Thunder Rosa. Another WWE reference. Every episode of AEW needs an WWE reference. All right, we got our last match coming up next. Let me know in the chats. I don't know why Jay Lethal wrestling for the FTW Championship is a waste of fucking time. If you ask me, it is, but it's their way of putting him on TV and making that look legit. All right, let's go back to some more places that Shane O'Mac can show up now that he's fired by his dad in the WWE. The View, get it. He could show up on Peacemaker. Shane O'Mac could show up on Peacemaker. Maybe Eric would like it even more. I don't know if he could like it even more. He absolutely loves this show. Peacemaker with Shane O'Mac on there. He could put a phone call into his old buddy Trash Bags there and get a job on Peacemaker. I'm almost positive this is getting a second season for what James Gunn has been saying. But yeah, he could fit in on Peacemaker very easily, especially with those crappy punches that he does. Just saying. Bridgerton. Shane O'Mac could show up on Bridgerton. He could be very proper with a whole group of people that I'd like to see get punched in the face. I've never watched the show. I just know it's popular, so I put Shane O'Mac in there. Shane McMahon on Bridgerton. Would it work? Could he be proper enough? Could he drink tea with his pinky up? I don't know what they do on Bridgerton. I just know that one guy that gets all the women going and some of the men who's not going to be on the next season. So we'll see how ratings go for Bridgerton. But Shane O'Mac on Bridgerton. I'd like to see it. Next season of Bridgerton. Here comes the money. Oh, look at this. He could help out. BTS. He could be one of the members. He could fill in when necessary. You know, how people were supposed to fill in for Rumble spots that he took. They were just sitting and catering. Yeah, you know, maybe one of the members of BTS just needs a timeout. Shane O'Mac can jump in there. He can grow his hair out a little bit. He can dance on, do those little moves that he does. And, be Shane O'Mac with BTS. That's where he can go now that he's done with WWE. We have another 104 seconds before the show comes back on the air. Let's see where else Shane O'Mac can go. You know what? Scream just got greenlit for a 6-part. I'm excited for it. I really like this Scream movie. It tied in really well. It revamped itself very well. Big fan of the new Scream movie. Shane O'Mac could be in Scream 6. 5 was good. 6 is coming out. Shane O'Mac could be in there acting. He could be Ghostface. He could be the killer. What would be his motive? Obviously getting fired by his dad. Maybe that would be it. Maybe his dad is pissed because he used to sleep with Sydney's mom. I don't know what the storyline could be. But Shane O'Mac, he could show up in a new Scream movie now that he is no longer with the WWE. The chat's really quick right now. Where is Kyle and Bobby? Again, Adam Cole now has another new storyline brewing from tonight. So now he not only has the Elite, he not only has the Super Elite and Bobby and Kyle. That's 2 right there. And now he has the Orange Cassidy. He has the Jungle Boy stuff that's kind of pushed to the wayside. And now he's going for Hangman Adam Page. That is a whole lot of storylines and loose ends that need to be brought up with Adam Cole, baby. Let me know in the chats what you think of Adam Cole being shuffled around like that. 20-some seconds left. You know what? What a great place to show up for Shane O'Mac. Something bigger than WrestleMania, the Super Bowl. What if he joins the LA Rams? He could be right here for the Super Bowl, SoFi Stadium. Shane O'Mac dancing his way in the end zone, getting a piece, getting the rub from the Rams and the Bengals. Think that would piss off Vince? I don't know. Probably not. Nothing is competition to Vince. All right, Mark Henry is standing by right now. Look at Powerhouse Hobbs with the fur. Good look on him. It looks weird when he's standing in big old fur and you got Starks with undies. Jay Lethal.
There's no ego. There's no ego from me at all. I acknowledge the fact that you've done a lot.
Take the belt from him. Just take the belt from him.
From me is the fact that you've never been in the ring with somebody like me. I am cut from a different.
Good stuff from Ricky Starks. Jay Lethal always gold. Can't go wrong with Jay Lethal.
They call me absolute. Well, it sounds like you got it all figured out. But let me ask you this: something you haven't thought about. What happens if tonight you leave without the FTW championship?
I hope he does leave without the FTW championship because right now it's kind of useless. Come on, Mark. That's right, Mark. Yeah. Oh, Chris Jericho, you look like a jackass. Carnage Rage, Lance Archer versus Hangman Adam Page. You don't think they're going to take the belt off Hangman and give it to Archer, do you? Fuck no, I don't. Lance Archer, he's like the wind. He's here, he's gone. One of the most anticlimactic championship matches we've had in a while. I really, a Texas Death Match. There's going to be a couple cool spots, but I really don't care about this match. I'm not. Oh, so now Tony Khan's huge announcement that's supposed to be tonight, that he announced tonight, is now taking place on Wednesday. Oh, the Revolution qualifying match. The face, whatever. It's the ring. It's that big Sonic ring. They're sticking with it. Oh, he's back next Friday, folks. You, me, and Hook. The Ass Boys are going to face the Gun Club. Jay Lethal. Let's get lethal. If you don't know who Jay Lethal is, please, please, please look him up. I got to look up this theme song on YouTube. I got to listen to it a little bit more. I mean, it's basically Pomp and Circumstance with some other stuff to it, but it's undefeated in the year 2022 because he doesn't fucking wrestle. Dark doesn't count. It's on YouTube. Nothing wrong with YouTube or being on YouTube. The Absolute Ricky Starks coming out now. FTW stuff on the Tron. I don't think they're going to take the belt off him and change all that stuff. I think they are set with this. It's a worthless belt. Why not just do it on Rampage? Do it. Make something interesting happen. Ricky Starks is $1 million. Thank you again if you're watching the live stream. Appreciate it. Leave comments if you're not watching it live. I'll still respond. I love it. And hit subscribe. Be a part of our family. Help us get up there. We're almost at 700. Help us out. They just advertised the Who We Are album. I don't know if the song's on there or not, but again, check it out. Good stuff from AEW putting that album out. Well, if he has momentum, I'm sure your ass wants to be a part of it and get the rub. Everyone who's hot, him, Danhausen, everyone who's hot in AEW will be giving the rub to Jericho. I know he's the vet. I know he's on some people's Mount Rushmore, but I'm sorry. Just Jericho is Hogan-esque in my mind, ego-wise. So people are going to be giving him the rub. And what the fuck is with Danhausen coming out with best friends? Why are they going to waste Danhausen already? He did one thing with the casting of the spell, and that's it. Unreal. What a waste. Sonic 2 coming out soon, so maybe that's the way to promote the movie. Maybe Sonic will be in the pre-show. Look at that. Jay Lethal chant. Respect. Nothing against you, Ricky Starks. He's Jay fucking Lethal. I think Gresham could show up for like a one-off just to promote Terminus and get the name out there. I don't think he'll join AEW. I don't think he should join AEW. He's building something. He's building something on his own, and it's special. Team Taz. Another thing to notice with Taz is, too, when he calls Team Taz matches, he is very much so doing it with almost like a referee calls a match. He does throw his 2 cents in there and does promote his own people, but he still is very good at promoting. Like tonight, he's going to promote Jay Lethal on the mic because that's what Taz does. March 4th already, Revolution. Anybody going to Revolution? Let me know in the chats. Jay Lethal, I believe this is his second main match in AEW. Dark does not count. Dark Elevator does not count. I know that's how they pad the stats here in AEW, but those shows don't count. Ooh, nice slap from Ricky Starks. This match getting a good 15 minutes, which is what you got to give Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal. Oh, so good. he was putting on some bangers in ROH during the pandemic too, and him, Gresham, Shane Taylor, Rhett, so many people, fucking even PCO and everyone else, putting on really good stuff in ROH during the pandemic with absolutely no crowd. They handled it very well, and they handled telling each other the moves, and communicating during the matches very well because there's no crowd to hide that. That's next level. Doing that stuff with absolutely no crowd. ROH's production wasn't anything special, so like you couldn't hide anything in there. I was waiting for this. Where the hell are the Briscoes? I mean, they can do this damn feud with FTR. I don't know. FTR, they're still deciding if FTR is part of the Pinnacle. Too many like different storylines to just have one good storyline for people. I don't know where the Briscoes are. I know that they're not at the dentist. That's all I know. Wouldn't it be funny if Dr. Britt Baker gives them new grills like Roman? They come out with those veneers on, mouthful of chitlets. Watch out for Powerhouse Hobbs out there, Lethal. Tope Suicida, the move of AEW. One more time, Jay Lethal. Let's do it. Oh, Powerhouse Hobbs. You could have him cost Jay the match and then have those two feud. That's fine. Team Taz is off to me. It's just like it's not there. They got talent. And again, this is another match in wrestling this week where two people need to both get over in there. Picture in picture. I do believe this is the last commercial break. So again, for the last time, I'll get your chat real quick. And what happened to Brian Cage? I mean, I don't care because he's a friend of Joey Ryan. Yeah. But he hasn't been seeing AEW television since he lost the FTW championship. Yep. Brian Cage. I don't know. All right. Let's finish this up here. Where can Shane O'Mac go now that he's been released by WWE? Again, what if he pops at the biggest event of the year? Not WrestleMania, but the Super Bowl. But he won't, of course. What if he pops up in Super Smash Brothers? He is a playable character. Would you play as Shane McMahon, have him jump off stuff? What kind of moves would got Jay Lethal on the mind. What kind of moves would Shane O'Mac have in Super Smash Brothers? I think from half of his matches, he'd fit right in there. What if James needed a break from Metallica? What if, ooh, yeah, here comes the money. What if Shane O'Mac joined Metallica? Maybe that's it. He's musical now. He just needs something different, completely different from wrestling. Maybe Shane joins Metallica. And you know what? Boys to Men need another person since the guy who does the deep voice stuff, has been gone. They've been a 3-man group. Why doesn't Shane O'Mac join Boys to Men? He could do this now that he's not in WWE. He could go on tour with them, make them a 4-person group again, and just sell out arenas everywhere. Shane O'Mac could do this. He could go on The Price is Right. I think Shane should go outside of what we're expecting him to do. I think he should have bid $1 on whatever he's bidding on right there. But Shane O'Mac could do The Price is Right. He could do game shows. He could have some fun outside of the arena of wrestling. He could still win cash and prizes. He could still get paid. Shane O'Mac could go on The Price is Right now that he is not in WWE and he has been let go. That would be something for him to do. You know what, Drew? Here comes the money. Or, you know what? He could find a friend and they could go on to Supermarket Sweep together. Leslie Jones would have a ball with both of them. Shane O'Mac, he could bring in Paul Levesque and they could go on a shopping spree, Supermarket Sweep, brothers-in-law, having fun. A fun team name other than Team Meatball. So on Supermarket Sweep, you basically have your name being like a food item that you use. I honestly give them the name like Team Leftovers or something that Vince won't care. Oh man, where is Shane going to go? What is he going to do now? Let me know in the comments and in the chats. The one spot that he should go, maybe even tomorrow, 4 p.m. Pacific time. Shane O'Mac should go on to the West Coast POPcast. That's right, the hottest wrestling show in all of YouTube, and I will challenge anybody against that. We are the hottest show, the most fun, because we want you in the chats live. We do topics, we do games, we do news, rumors, the weekend review. We do it all. Me, Eric, and Knock. We want Shane McMahon to join us tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific time right here on YouTube. Subscribe so you know when we're going live. Be a part of our family. Hit those comments up and be a part of the show. We do read them on air. We don't do any of that those paid comments crap that other people do. But Shane McMahon, now that he's not a part of WWE, you are free to join us 4 p.m. Pacific time, Saturdays at the West Coast POPcast. Here we go. Look at this. Shane is going to come back and defeat his dad in a WWE on a pole match. Oh, Eric, the Infinity Champ. The Russo in you is strong. I love it. Let's get back to the action here. Jay Lethal, thank you for stopping in, champ. Team Taz right here. The FTW Championship on the line. I think I'd rather have nothing on the line than have to carry that piece of crap belt around, keep it in my locker, walk through the airports with the FTW Championship and try to explain to people what that thing is. But Jay Lethal going for it tonight in your main event here on Rampage. Good clothesline by Jay Lethal. Carnage, you got a comment? No. Ownership. Money in the Bank ladder match. Shane versus Vince versus Triple H. Ooh, who would you have win? You know what? Let's just make it a fatal four-way. Put Linda in there too. Why? Because I want Carnage, damn it. Ricky Starks talking to the crowd outside. We should be focusing on one of the greatest in the ring, Jay Lethal. Let me know in the chats where you think Shane McMahon should go. Let me know your thoughts on the situation. Let me know in the comments. Shane McMahon, messy situation, messy family, make Succession look good. Jay Lethal, just flawless execution. We're seeing a lot of people like that tonight. Mercedes Martinez, Thunder Rosa, Jay Lethal, so good. For Stephanie versus Nick, one of them is taking the damn company. One of them in that match, Carnage, will take the company. Might have to just make it a Rumble. Throw them all in. Throw in Disney. Throw in Fox. Throw in NBC Universal. Someone is getting this company. Look into the crowd for some energy here. Jay Lethal. Chicago. They've probably been there for about 4 hours. Packed with snow. Freezing cold in Chicago that night. Boot to the face. Again, a closed fist you can't do, but you can kick someone in the face. I love wrestling. Starks with the rope hole. Nice whereabouts with Lethal. That can be a tug on your back if you don't know exactly how far away the person is from the ropes. Nice slam. Ricky Starks going for the cover. Brazzers right there. Anyways. Let us know what you think about the week in wrestling. All that stuff, let it stew in your mind, and then join us tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific time because we want to hear from you. And again, subscribe. We got some stuff coming out. Want to do some gaming, some streaming. We'll see if I can find time this week. Got some stuff going on this week, so I want to do something. Want to feed you guys because you guys have been so good to us, helping us grow. So again, hit us with a subscription, a subscribe. Hit us with a like. Share with your friends. Grow the family. This is a good Rampage main event. You know, I mean, it's clear AEW doesn't see this as an equal show. So at least give us, the wrestling fans, some people that we want to watch have a match together. They did that with the women tonight. They're doing it with this main event tonight. They didn't do it with Adam Cole and Evil Uno because Evil Uno, whatever. Powerhouse Hobbs. The champ, Zach, the world needs to know now that Cardona is the Impact Media Champion, will Impact finally get a viewer? I don't think so, because now that he's the champ, there goes their viewer, right? I don't know if Dante Martin, big stuff right there. Impact. Help us get to 700. Help Impact get to what are they at, like 70,000? I think they're just under 100,000 this week. Knock will break down Impact. If you watch Impact, let me know. Ownership, Royal Rumble featuring talents from Warner Brothers, Universal, and Disney. Sounds like Ready Player One right there, Carnage. Who from Warner Brothers would come over? Ross Geller. Triple H are on a break. Fucking hate Friends. Robert Pattinson's Batman could come over. That's coming out soon. Nice move by Starks. Wow. A clean win for the absolute Ricky Starks over Jay Lethal. Wow. Well, at least Jay Lethal doesn't have to carry on that useless belt. So good on Jay Lethal, I guess. Wow. Maybe this goes into a feud, but obviously we're going to get some tag matches here with Dante and Jay Lethal now that Leo Rush is gone from AEW. You know what? Just let Dante wrestle. I know you're waiting for his brother to come back, but just let Dante Martin wrestle. He doesn't need a partner constantly, but I know what goes on in AEW. Partners, factions. We need individual stars in AEW. This is why we're looking at Thunder Rosa and Thunder Rosa only to take the belt off Britt, because we don't have individual stars. Gotta build people. AEW World Championship live Wednesday. They'll see us Wednesday night on Dynamite. Thank you all for watching. Show again. We figured out if we could find a spot for Shane McMahon. Now that he's gone from WWE, but you know what? The sky's the limit, Shane. Do whatever you want. And like I said, I won that belt. I'm pretty good. I personally do have a pro wrestling. Take that belt and pour beer on it. Well, man, you got a lot to do with that belt. The FTW belt. Fuck that belt, Carnage Rage says. Thank you for joining, everyone who watched. I really appreciate it. This has been a good episode of Rampage, other than the first match, the squash, but we all know it is what it is. But again, thank you so much for joining. Please hit that subscribe button. Help us grow. Really appreciate it. We really appreciate any comments that you leave. I do read them, so please leave them because I care what you think. I like a wrestling community, and I like to discuss things. So also tomorrow, join us, me, Eric Knock. Excuse me, I'm dying here. We're going to be doing the show maybe with Shane McMahon tomorrow. We don't know. Join us 4 p.m. Pacific time here in Los Angeles, live right here on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button so you know when we go live. And thank you again for joining me for Rampage. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you throughout the week, and be excellent to each other. Good night, everyone.